Hi guys, Jen here from Suds-N-Such, and I'm going to unmold and cut the cake I made yesterday. And I'm going to cut it the same way because it worked beautifully. I'm going to cut it in half and then use my soap cutter. So, see if I can't do this. There's one. Alright, there's that. Alright, let me get my cutter up here. The bottom cracked a little bit, but I think it'll be okay when I use my actual cutter. Oh, it's in the floor and it's a little heavy. Oh, and that's all in the way. Alright, let's tighten this up. Alright. Did I see okay? Sort of. Well, it cuts much better using this. I'll show you guys. Here's my first slice. I love the top. It's scented in monkey farts, which this one I got from Fragrance Buddy, and it does not accelerate or discolor. Yay! And this one's just a bright, fun soap. That's what I was going for with this one. Alright, let's see. Looks great. Let's get the other cut. Wonder if it'll do better this way. I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing. I don't think so. It's not nothing to butt that part up against. I'm loving the colors on this one. Quiet. Noah is down for a nap. He's not asleep yet, but he's laying down. Austin is playing on his tablet. And after I do this, I've got a mini, not a mini, it's just a smaller soap cake to make. Because I have 2 different size cake molds, and I told the spa that, and they wanted 2 of each. So I'm going to make those. I can only have 1 of the molds, so I'll make one today, and then I'll make another tomorrow. Let's get this back over here on the floor out of the way. And we'll clean up some of these soaps. Very pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love the top. And how I wrap these, I've had lots of people ask me how I wrap my cakes. I actually try to expose as much of the cake as possible. So I only, I shrink wrap the whole thing. And then this time I think I'm going to do it a little bit different than what I normally do. I have the little oval sticky labels. I think what I'm going to do is on the back of the soap right here, put the oval label as in what it is, and then hopefully on the bottom, even if it comes up on the sides a little bit, that'll be okay. Put the ingredients, or put it this way because it's skinnier, and put it this way with the ingredients. That way the whole sides and the top of the cake are open, because I want to display as much of the prettiness as possible. And I like to do this instead of my planer, because it doesn't take off as much. And it gives that nice smooth look to your soap. And you can see the bottom of my mold is got the little rivets, which is kind of cool. I'm loving this one. Really, really like it. You just want a really nice, sharp knife to trim, or not to trim, but to clean your soap. And you can't press too hard, because that's a pretty swirl in that one. You can't press too hard because it will, you'll break it, the end of your soap. That one has a teeny bit of titanium crackle in it, but that's okay. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And the ends, that one needed a little tidying. You can do it with your fingers or however. Let's clean some of this off. But I always get the little bumpies, like little air bubbles when I use my cutter. But doing this gets rid of them. See, this is before. You see the little bumps in the texture? And then that's the after. All the little bumpies are gone. And you have a smooth soap. But I'm pleased with this one. Yay. Another great soap. The more you do this, the better you get at it. I have learned that. My first few cupcakes were not the best. I did one that I piped way too soon and it all collapsed. That was depressing. So, you know, I mean, you learn. And you learn when the right consistency and how fast you have to work for your recipe. Everybody's recipe is different. Some people have to wait 45 minutes or an hour for their soap to get thick enough so they can pipe it. I obviously only have about 10 minutes before mine is thick enough. And then after it's ready, I only have probably 10 minutes to pipe it before it's too thick. But I have learned how to work with my recipe and what works and how fast I've got to work. And doing cakes and cupcakes is not something that you can walk away from. When you start it, you gotta be there to the end. I mean, you can't stop. I mean, I have before for the kids, but gotta keep at it. This one, the bottom cracked a little bit. Just no big deal. 'Cause it's not bad. That's when I first cut it with my knife. Alright, so that is that. And I will bring you guys back for another video. We are going to do the cupcakes. So we'll see you for the next video. Mm-hmm.